If I were to tell you that one of the most effective ways to recover leg strength, especially if you've been feeling slower, weaker, or more fatigued than usual, doesn't come from a gym workout or a miracle pill, but rather from something already in your kitchen, what would you think? Surprisingly, recent studies show that a specific food, when consumed at the right time and in the right combination, can begin to revitalize your neuromuscular performance in just 12 hours. Let's start with a powerful discovery published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2023. Researchers found that by the very next morning, people over the age of 50 who had consumed a nutrient-rich diet in the evening experienced measurable improvements in muscle protein synthesis and mitochondrial activity. These improvements are vital because mitochondria are the biological engines in your body. They produce the energy your muscles need to recover and gain strength. This effect was particularly noticeable in the leg muscles, which are often the first to show signs of decline as we age. This isn't just about mobility or appearance. It's about something far more essential: your independence, your confidence, and your ability to keep doing the things you love. When leg strength starts to fade, everything changes. Simple tasks like climbing stairs become more difficult. Balance becomes more unstable. Energy levels drop. Many people chalk it up to getting older, assuming it's just a natural part of aging. But here's the truth. The biggest cause of muscle decline isn't your age. It's chronic undernourishment at the cellular level, ongoing low-grade inflammation, and disruptions in your circadian rhythm. In short, it's not about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about how your biology is functioning, what you eat when you eat it, and how it interacts with your nervous system and muscles all play a major role. In this discussion, we're diving deep into the neurobiology and physiology behind a single, common food that is easy to access and has the potential to significantly enhance leg strength, especially when used in a strategic way. You'll learn how the composition of this food supports neuromuscular repair overnight. You'll see how it boosts mitochondrial efficiency, the very energy factories in your muscles. And we'll explore how amino acid signaling plays a crucial role in helping to restore muscle density. We'll also explain how your internal body clock, the circadian rhythm, can enhance or diminish the effectiveness of this food, depending on when you consume it. Plus, you'll get a clear step-by-step process that you can start using right now. This isn't hype or fantasy. It's grounded in solid science. And here's something else to keep in mind. If you give your body the right tools, it can bounce back faster than you might think. For years, we believed that muscle loss with age, atrophy, was inevitable. We thought it happened because people became less active or because their hormone levels declined. But new neuroscience is offering a much more hopeful and actionable picture. What researchers are now discovering is game-changing. You might think you've lost a lot of muscle, but often it's not actually gone. It's just disconnected. The problem lies in the communication between your brain, spinal cord, and your muscles. Specifically, the motor neurons that carry movement signals to your leg muscles start to lose their strength and precision as early as your 40s. This means your muscles aren't getting a strong enough command to contract and move. They're still there. They just aren't receiving the message properly. In a groundbreaking study conducted by the University of Calgary, researchers found that many adults experiencing a decline in leg strength still have the physical potential for muscle activity. The real issue was with the transmission of neuromuscular signals. In simpler terms, the muscle wasn't dead, it was just idle. And that's good news because it means you can get it working again. Think about it this way. Have you ever stood up from a chair and suddenly felt unsteady, even though you hadn't done anything strenuous? Do your legs tire more quickly now, even though you haven't changed your routine? That's not just aging. It's a breakdown in the connectivity between your nerves and your muscles. The encouraging part is that you can fix this. A key part of the solution lies in supporting the spinal cord. Your spinal cord doesn't just relay movement commands. It needs constant nutrient support to maintain accurate signal transmission. Imagine your leg muscles as a team of skilled workers, and your nervous system as the foreman, using a megaphone to give them instructions. If the battery in the megaphone is weak, the message gets lost. But if you recharge the battery, the foreman's voice becomes clear and the workers, your muscles, can get back to work. That's the principle behind this breakthrough. It's not about doing more exercise or taking supplements blindly. It's about targeting your body's natural recovery systems with the right nutrients at the right time. Once your nervous system and muscles start talking to each other again, strength returns, balance improves, and your energy rises. By understanding this, you can take simple, strategic steps to support your body's communication system and restore leg strength. The power to feel stronger, more stable, and more energized might already be sitting in your kitchen, waiting to be used the right way. Soon, one of the quickest and most effective ways to improve leg strength and address weakness is by supporting the neuromuscular junction, the crucial connection point between your nerves and muscles. This is where the real communication happens that tells your muscles how and when to move. When this connection is strong and functioning well, your body responds more efficiently to movement. But when the signaling starts to weaken, it can lead to fatigue, instability, and even muscle wasting over time. The good news is certain nutrients can restore this communication in just a few hours. Specific amino acid, B vitamins, and acetylcholine precursors can dramatically improve this link, making the process of signaling between nerves and muscles much more effective. What makes this even more interesting is that the food we're focusing on today is a natural source of all these essential nutrients. It doesn't just offer protein. It provides the exact combination of nutrients that help regenerate and enhance neural communication. By consuming this food regularly, you're not just nourishing your muscles. You're actually helping to reactivate them, rebuilding the pathways that help your nervous system send strong, clear signals to your muscles. This is especially important before you even think about building more muscle. It's critical to first ensure that your body is properly using the muscle it already has. When it comes to symptoms like leg weakness, the problem is often not a lack of muscle mass, but a breakdown in the quality of the signals being sent from your brain and nerves. Let's explore further how this works. One of the key amino acids responsible for this process is leucine. Leucine is not just a building block of protein. It's one of the most powerful molecular tools your body has when it comes to switching on strength and activating muscle growth. What makes leucine stand out is that it serves as a kind of molecular on switch, a trigger that tells your cells to start building and repairing muscle. If you're starting to view your body and muscle health in a new light, you're not alone. Science is showing us more clearly than ever before that understanding the signaling process is the key to real strength, especially as we age. After you eat, your body doesn't just process calories. It looks for specific signals in the form of nutrients that tell it what actions to take next. Leucine is one of the most important of these signals. And because your body can't make leucine on its own, you need to get it from your diet. But leucine isn't just about meeting nutritional requirements. It plays a much deeper role. In the world of science, leucine is often referred to as an anabolic trigger. That means it tells your cells it's time to grow, repair, and strengthen. One of the ways it does this is by activating a powerful cellular pathway known as mTOR, which stands for the mammalian target of rapamycin. Think of mTOR as the body's internal control tower for muscle building. When this pathway is activated, your body receives a message to start synthesizing muscle protein. Leucine is like the finger that flips the switch, waking up your system and telling it to start the repair and growth process. This mechanism is so effective that even in older adults, research shows that a single high leucine meal can significantly boost mTOR activity and stimulate muscle protein synthesis. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2011 demonstrated this clearly, showing that the right kind of leucine intake can help overcome the natural resistance to anabolic signals that occurs as we age. That's incredibly important because many people, especially older adults, unknowingly consume just enough protein to prevent muscle breakdown, but not enough leucine to actively stimulate growth. That's where timing and quality become essential. You might be eating a protein-rich meal, but still feel weak or tired, especially in your legs. That's likely not because you're lacking protein overall, but because you're not getting enough leucine at the right time. This is why the source of your protein and the timing of your meals matter more than most people realize. A simple yet effective way to apply this is by making sure that your first major meal of the day centers around foods that are rich in leucine. These include high-quality animal proteins, such as eggs, beef, poultry, and particularly whey protein. Just 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine, which can be found in roughly 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, is enough to activate the mTOR pathway and initiate muscle repair and growth. If you're looking for a faster or more concentrated way to do this, whey protein isolate is one of the most efficient options available. It's no coincidence that athletes and healthcare professionals working with older adults often turn to whey protein isolate, not just because it's convenient, but because it contains leucine and other essential amino acids in just the right ratios to quickly restore muscle function. But this process isn't just about rebuilding muscle. It's also about reestablishing communication between your brain and your body. There's more happening than just growth. When you eat leucine-rich protein, you help restore the biochemical dialogue between your nervous system and your muscle fibers. And the faster that dialogue is restored, the sooner your legs will start to feel stronger, more stable, and more responsive. That feeling of weakness or instability in your lower body often stems from disrupted communication, not simply muscle loss. As we continue exploring this topic, the next key player to look at is acetylcholine, a vital neurotransmitter responsible for sending command to your muscles to contract and move. Acetylcholine is essentially the chemical signal your brain uses to communicate with your muscles. Without enough of it, even strong muscles won't respond well. In the next part, we'll talk about the specific foods that can quickly replenish acetylcholine, often even more effectively than common supplements. This final piece is critical for reconnecting your neural pathways and fully restoring that sense of control and strength in your movements. Giving this video a like if you found these ideas helpful not only helps us deliver science-backed strength tools to more people who need them, but also signals to the algorithm that this content is important. Every time you move, whether you're standing up, taking a step, or even getting out of a chair, a signal is sent from your brain, but that signal doesn't go straight to your muscles. First, it must be converted into a chemical messenger known as acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that acts as the bridge between your nervous system and your muscles. It's essential for neuromuscular communication, meaning it's the exact chemical that allows your brain's intention to become real movement in your body. Without it, the signal can't get through effectively. When levels of acetylcholine are low or its receptors are less sensitive, your muscles might misfire, respond sluggishly, or not respond at all. As you age, the production of acetylcholine naturally declines. The receptors that respond to it also become less responsive. Research shows this happens especially in the motor neurons connected to your legs. This explains why, with age, even small slips in balance or delayed reactions while walking or standing become more common. But here's where the science gets interesting. Choline, the nutrient your body uses to produce acetylcholine, has been shown in research to restore this vital connection quickly. A 2012 review published in the journal Nutrients highlighted how increasing choline in the diet can significantly raise acetylcholine levels in as little as 6 to 12 hours, especially during times when the brain is actively engaged in motor coordination. So what foods offer this choline boost? The answer is simple: eggs. Specifically the yolks. Egg yolks are the richest natural source of choline. Just 2 whole eggs can provide over 300 milligrams of choline, which your body can convert into acetylcholine, helping to restore the connection between your brain and your muscles. This isn't just a fun nutrition fact. It's a legitimate protocol. If you notice that your legs feel slow to respond, or you experience tremors, instability, or a general lack of power when walking or standing, try this simple morning routine. About 30 minutes after waking up, eat 2 whole eggs, ideally paired with a protein that's rich in leucine, like whey protein or cottage cheese. Why does this timing matter? After sleep, your acetylcholine synthesis is at its lowest point. This is the moment when your body most needs the building blocks to restore motor control. Your motor neurons are also more receptive to nutritional input in the morning. By giving your body the right nutrients at the right time, you're effectively recharging your neuromuscular communication system. After eating a protein-rich breakfast like this, many people report feeling more confident and stable on their feet. That's not a placebo effect. It's your central nervous system working more efficiently, with more precision and strength. Choline doesn't only benefit your muscles. The improved communication between your brain and your legs is just one part of the story. This nutrient also plays a key role in cognitive function. Acetylcholine is involved in learning, memory, and focus. So when you boost its levels, You're not just improving physical movement, you're also sharpening your mental clarity. It's a powerful way to support positive aging, helping you maintain both strength and cognitive sharpness as the years go by. If you follow a plant-based diet or simply don't eat eggs, don't worry. There are other sources of choline. Quinoa, Brussels sprouts, and soybeans can also contribute. However, it's important to note that egg yolks offer the highest bioavailability, meaning your body absorbs and uses their choline more effectively than from other sources. When it comes to restoring acetylcholine quickly and efficiently, eggs are still the top performer. One more thing worth mentioning is that acetylcholine's influence stretches far beyond muscle movement and mental clarity. It's also been linked to the way your body handles learning new skills, adjusting to new physical routines, and staying focused under pressure. That's why enhancing your acetylcholine levels can lead to improvements not just in how you move, but in how well you adapt to new challenges and tasks. Let's now turn to another piece of the puzzle when it comes to leg strength and healthy aging. Blood flow. Picture trying to water a garden with a hose that's kinked. No matter how rich the soil is or how much sunlight you give the plants, if the water can't reach them, they won't thrive. The same thing happens inside your body, specifically inside your muscles, especially those in your legs. As you get older, the arteries and capillaries that carry blood to your lower limbs become narrower and less responsive. It's not just about reduced blood flow. It's also about reduced efficiency in oxygen delivery, nutrient transport, and waste removal, all of which are critical for muscle function, strength, and recovery. When circulation is compromised, you may start to experience symptoms like heavy, tired legs, muscle fatigue, or slow recovery, even if you're eating well and staying active. That's because even the best nutrition and exercise routine can't make up for poor blood flow. Your muscles simply can't perform at their peak if they're not getting the oxygen and nutrients they need. This is where nitric oxide, or NO, comes into the picture. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving circulation. It plays a vital role in making sure your muscles get the resources they need when they need them. The next part of this video will explore a specific food that can naturally boost nitric oxide levels, enhance circulation, and support not only muscle function, but also brain health. This food is currently being studied as a natural approach to treating vascular dementia and reducing performance fatigue. If you're serious about restoring your strength, clarity, and overall health, hit the subscribe button. Each segment we cover is designed to build on the last and give you practical tools that you can use in your daily life. Starting right now, endothelial cells, which are the cells that line your blood vessels, play a crucial role in regulating blood flow. One of their key functions is to produce a natural gas called nitric oxide. This gas acts as a messenger, telling your blood vessels when to relax and widen, allowing more blood to flow through. The production of nitric oxide is heavily influenced by the foods you eat. One of the most powerful natural ways to boost nitric oxide levels is by consuming beets. Beets, especially when eaten raw or consumed as juice, are rich in dietary nitrates. These nitrates are converted by your body into nitric oxide, which helps improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to your muscles. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who drank beetroot juice experienced a significant increase in leg muscle power just hours after consumption. This boost was most notable in the fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are essential for maintaining balance and preventing falls. These improvements weren't just theoretical. They translated into real-world performance in tests like walking speed, chair stand exercises, and stair climbing. The results were measurable and meaningful. To take advantage of this, there's a simple method you can use. About 90 minutes before engaging in any physical activity, consume 1 to 2 medium-sized beets or drink 250 to 300 milliliters of beetroot juice. This allows enough time for the dietary nitrates to be converted into nitric oxide, initiating vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels. If you want to amplify the effects, combine this with 20 minutes of light activity, such as walking, light cycling, or dynamic stretching. Physical movement itself stimulates nitric oxide production, and when your body is already primed with dietary nitrates, the effects are even greater. Think of it like preparing a hose. You're increasing the pressure while simultaneously opening the nozzle. Some people are concerned about the sugar content in beets, but the glycemic load of beets is relatively low, and the performance benefits far outweigh any temporary spike in blood sugar, especially when consumed before exercise. If you're still worried, you can pair beets with a source of protein or high-fiber greens to balance things out. This kind of knowledge isn't meant to be overwhelming. It's based on evidence and can be applied immediately to help you feel stronger, sharper, and more in control of your body. In the next section, we're going to talk about another important factor that often goes unnoticed: inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the most misunderstood reasons behind muscle loss. It can silently weaken your leg strength over time without you even realizing it. Chronic inflammation is not the same as acute inflammation, which occurs after an injury and is usually easy to detect. Chronic inflammation is more subtle and systemic, slowly reducing muscle function over time, particularly in the legs. It acts like a low, persistent hum in the background, always present, always wearing down your strength. According to research published in 2020 in the Journals of Gerontology, even low levels of chronic inflammation can significantly impair your muscles' ability to regenerate, grow stronger, and coordinate movement. The study showed that higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-6, IL-6 were linked to reduced muscle mass and strength in older adults. This was true even when participants had seemingly adequate nutrition and physical activity. What's happening inside your body is a disruption of key processes. Inflammation interferes with your mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside your muscle cells. These mitochondria are responsible for muscle contractions and energy production. When inflammation is present, mitochondrial function suffers. This not only increases oxidative stress, but also disrupts muscle protein synthesis. Your nervous system's ability to activate muscle fibers is also affected, meaning that even if you still have the muscle tissue, your body can't effectively use it. Now, for the surprising part, the solution isn't found in a supplement bottle. It's right in your kitchen. Dark leafy greens such as spinach, kale, arugula, chard, and mustard greens are powerful tools for fighting chronic inflammation. These greens are packed with nutrients like polyphenol, chlorophyll, magnesium, and nitrates, all of which help your body downregulate inflammatory pathways. More specifically, polyphenol like quercetin, found in mustard greens and kale, have been shown to directly block inflammatory cytokines such as IL-6 and TNF-alpha. A 2019 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology demonstrated that consuming food high in quercetin on a daily basis could significantly lower inflammation markers within just 2 to 4 weeks, especially when paired with moderate physical activity. The recommendation is simple and backed by science. Add at least 1 cup of dark leafy greens to your first meal of the day. Why the first meal? Because it helps set the tone for inflammation control throughout your daily biological rhythms or circadian cycle. Starting your day with anti-inflammatory foods gives your body a strong foundation to maintain muscle health and strength all day long. Rhythm, often referred to as the body's internal clock, plays a major role in managing hormonal and immune responses. This internal system regulates everything from how we sleep to how well we absorb nutrients. If you're looking to improve your body's ability to absorb fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin K and beta-carotene, a smart approach would be to combine these nutrients with healthy sources of fat. This can include foods like olive oil or avocado, which help facilitate the absorption process. Additionally, adding a bit of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar can also aid digestion and increase the number of nutrients your body can actually take in from your meals. It's important to clarify, however, that these foods won't act like instant painkillers. They won't remove discomfort in a matter of minutes, but what they can do over time is help reduce overall pain, boost your energy, and give your legs a feeling of renewed strength. These changes don't take place overnight. However, within as little as 10 to 14 days, many people begin to feel noticeable improvements. Your recovery might be faster, your energy levels more stable, and your body might feel more powerful and balanced. This is the point at which nutrition stops being just about calories or fuel and starts functioning as a powerful biological signal. Your food begins to communicate directly with your body, letting your immune system know that you are safe, that there is no need to be on high alert, and that it's time to heal, recover, and rebuild. Now we move into something that most people tend to completely overlook: the timing of your meals. It's not just what you eat that matters. When you eat can also have a major effect on how your muscles recover and grow, especially as we age. This is particularly true when it comes to restoring strength in your legs. As we get older, we become more susceptible to muscle loss and weakness, and understanding the best time to eat can make a big difference. Here's the key. Every time you consume a meal that contains a good amount of protein, you trigger a natural process in your body called muscle protein synthesis, often referred to as MPS. This process is how your body repairs and builds muscle tissue. In simple terms, when MPS is triggered, your body is saying, "Let's grow and heal." However, there's a challenge. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at activating this process. This phenomenon is known as anabolic resistance. It means that even if you're eating enough protein overall, your muscles might not respond as strongly or absorb as much of the amino acids and protein as they used to. But there is a solution. Research suggests that the way we distribute our protein intake throughout the day plays a crucial role. Rather than eating the majority of your protein during dinner, it's far more effective to spread your protein-rich meals more evenly. A 2014 study by the University of Texas discovered that individuals who consumed roughly equal amounts of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner had 25% higher rates of muscle protein synthesis compared to those who ate most of their protein at dinner. This is because each meal becomes a separate signal to your body, encouraging it to keep building and repairing muscle all day long. Another valuable strategy, especially for older adults, is to eat a protein-rich meal within 30 to 60 minutes after doing some light exercise. This could be something as simple as walking, stretching, or light resistance training. This time frame is known as the anabolic window. It's when your muscles are most sensitive and receptive to nutrients. During this time, they are better able to take in amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, and use them to rebuild and grow stronger. To put this into practice, you can follow a simple protocol. First, make sure your breakfast includes at least 30 grams of high-quality protein. A great example could be a cup of Greek yogurt with hemp seeds and fresh berries, or 3 eggs served with sautéed spinach and lentils. This gives your body a strong start and kickstarts a muscle-building process right from the beginning of your day. After any kind of physical activity, the next step is to eat a balanced meal or snack that includes both protein and complex carbohydrates. Some good examples include a protein smoothie made with banana or a hearty plate of quinoa, beans, and a bit of olive oil. Carbohydrates play an essential role here. They help stimulate insulin, a hormone that helps transport amino acids into your muscle cells more effectively. Finally, when it comes to dinner, resist the temptation to stack your protein. While it might seem logical to eat your largest protein portion at night, research shows that the body can only use around 30 to 40 grams of protein at a time to build muscle. Anything more than that either gets stored as fat or used for energy. So instead of loading up all at once, spread your intake out consistently over the day. By aligning both the content and timing of your meals, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're communicating with them. You're telling your body to stay strong, remain active, and keep rebuilding. This message is especially important as we age. Muscle isn't just responsible for movement. It plays a key role in metabolism, hormone regulation, and even immune function. It is an active organ that protects your vitality. As we bring all of this together, it's important to reflect on the incredible impact that something as simple as nutrition timing can have. From the essential role that nitric oxide plays in boosting blood flow and energizing your legs, to the science of how and when you eat, all of these factors come together to shape your body's strength and energy levels. You now have a clearer understanding of how leg strength can be improved significantly, even in just 12 hours, with the right approach. This isn't just a theory. It's a physiological fact backed by science. By working with your body's natural systems instead of against them, you can take back control of your strength, mobility, and overall wellness. Most muscles in the body tend to become less active when nitric oxide is missing. This natural compound plays a vital role in keeping blood vessels open and supporting muscle activation. When nitric oxide levels are low, blood flow is restricted, oxygen delivery drops, and your muscles start to lose their vitality. Fortunately, there's a simple and powerful way to reverse this. Beetroot, especially in its concentrated powder form, is one of the most effective natural boosters of nitric oxide. What makes beetroot so special is its high nitrate content, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Just a single dose can lead to real, measurable increases in blood flow, particularly to your legs, and improvement in performance within just a few hours. This isn't just a theory. It's been backed up by numerous scientific studies. When beetroot is consumed, it goes to work by enhancing the function of the endothelium, which is a thin inner lining of your blood vessels. The endothelium plays a crucial role in regulating oxygen delivery to your muscles. Think of it as a gatekeeper, making sure your muscles receive the nutrients and oxygen they need when they need it. And when your endothelium is healthy, everything from energy levels to muscle strength improves. Especially as we get older, supporting the system becomes even more critical. Beyond beetroot, certain nutrients found in whole foods can make a big difference too. Foods that are rich in natural nitrates, polyphenol, and antioxidants can restore and recharge the nitric oxide system. These compounds have been shown to revitalize blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. It's like giving your vascular system a tune-up. And one of the biggest benefits is seen in the muscles that are most vulnerable to aging, your legs. Fast-twitch muscle fibers in your legs are particularly sensitive to reduced blood flow, poor nutrition, and lower nerve activity. Over time, these fibers shrink and become less responsive. But with the right inputs, they can also bounce back surprisingly fast. This is where the gut-muscle connection becomes especially important. The food you eat doesn't just support digestion. It also influences how your brain and muscles communicate with each other. This communication happens through several pathways, including your gut microbiome. When you consume nitrate-rich foods like beetroot, you're not just fueling your body, you're also feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. These microorganisms then help regulate key processes related to muscle repair, inflammation, and even mood. In other words, what you eat can determine how well your muscles function, how fast they recover, and how energized you feel. One of the most overlooked factors in all of this is timing. When you eat can be just as important as what you eat. Proper meal timing, especially when it's aligned with movement, can prevent anabolic resistance, a condition where your muscles stop responding to growth signals. This resistance is one of the major reasons people lose muscle mass as they age. By eating protein-rich meals around the times you move your body, you help keep your muscle-building systems active. You allow your body to respond efficiently to signals for growth and repair. The good news is that your body is highly adaptable. It's built to heal, to grow, and to regenerate itself. The challenge isn't your body's ability. It's giving it the right kind of support at the right time. Even small changes can make a huge difference when they're applied consistently. You don't need a total lifestyle overhaul to see progress. Sometimes it's just one or two simple habits, done daily, that trigger a chain reaction of positive results. Here's what you can do to take advantage of this knowledge. Starting tomorrow morning, begin your day with a smoothie that contains beetroot. You can use beetroot powder, fresh beet juice, or a high-quality supplement, whatever is most convenient and consistent for you. To make this smoothie even more effective, add a source of protein like Greek yogurt, plant-based protein powder, or any clean protein of your choice. This gives your muscles the amino acids they need, while the beetroot primes your blood vessels. Shortly after drinking the smoothie, say 15 to 20 minutes later, go for a walk. It doesn't need to be fast or intense. A light walk of 15 minutes is perfect. This helps to activate your blood vessels, encouraging them to release nitric oxide, improving blood circulation, and waking up the connection between your nervous system and your muscles. It's this combination of nutrients and movement that sets the stage for improved muscle response. Your legs, which are highly dependent on circulation, will begin to feel stronger, more stable, and more responsive. Then, within the next 30 to 60 minutes, follow up with a high-protein breakfast. This is your opportunity to reinforce the muscle signals you just activated. When your body is in motion and blood is flowing, it's more primed to absorb and use the nutrients you provide. A protein-rich breakfast at this time will boost muscle protein synthesis and help maintain lean muscle mass. It will also prevent the drop in muscle responsiveness that can happen when protein intake is low or poorly timed. The result? Better energy, stronger legs, and greater overall vitality. These practices may sound simple, but the science behind them is powerful. A single nutrient like beetroot, a short walk to trigger blood flow, and a well-timed meal can change how your body feels and performs. Your legs aren't just your foundation for movement. They're also a direct reflection of your metabolic health. Strong, stable legs mean better circulation, better nerve function, and more mobility as you age. And when your legs improve, your confidence and daily energy improve as well. The changes may begin subtly. You might notice that your legs don't feel as heavy, or that climbing stairs is a little easier. You might find that you recover from activity faster, or that you simply feel more balanced when you walk. Over time, these small improvements add up. They become part of your daily strength and momentum. This isn't just about muscle. It's about how you feel in your body every day. It's about moving with more ease, more power, and more confidence. Eventually, you'll begin to notice something even deeper. Not only do your legs feel stronger, but you feel more like yourself, more capable, more focused, more in tune with your body signals. This daily practice becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a foundation for vitality, for longevity, and for feeling truly alive in your own skin. So give this routine a real chance. Try it for a few days and a week, then 2. The shift might begin as a slight improvement in how you walk or how long you can stand without fatigue. But stick with it, and those small changes will grow. You'll start feeling the strength return to your legs and the spark return to your daily movement. Your muscles will thank you for it. Your energy will rise, and your entire body will begin to perform at a higher level. If this video helped you look at your health and your body in a new way, I'd be incredibly grateful if you liked the video, left a comment, and subscribed to my channel. This community is here to support you, not just in surviving, but in thriving. My goal is to continue giving you simple, evidence-based tools that support your mind, your body, and your life. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video.